Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Terrible tornadoes tearing up the land. 2 people dead in Oklahoma from these supercells, over a dozen tornadoes. And what's worse, today is projected to be worse than yesterday. Today, more tornadoes are coming. I'll tell you all about it in just a second. But first, let's put a shout out right now for www.mypillow.com. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. Buy one, get one free. But it's not just that. Mike is absolutely insanely putting deals out that it just doesn't make sense. He is slicing prices now. Guys, unbelievable. The sheets. He's moving sheets and pillow shams and slippers and blankets and, oh my Lord have mercy, just everything you can imagine at reduced, ridiculous prices. Plus his brand new pillow, patented My Pillow 2.0, buy one, get one free if you use the promo code Paul. So do this, guys. Go right now to www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul, and you'll be glad you did. Get those. You got to try that new pillow. You'll love it. When you do, you're going to get 2 of them. So order one and get one free. Wow. Well, if we're going to get a good night's sleep, we need to know that things are going to get better, but the weather is not. Unfortunately, as we predicted when we started telling you on Monday that things were going to get very, very intense all week long. We were very concerned from the very beginning of the weather. It's just unbelievable. At least 2 people are dead. They're still doing search. They're searching through the rubble as tornadoes tear up the land. Strong storms, as we predicted. We told you it was going to be bad on Wednesday, worse on Thursday, and bad on Friday. It was bad on Wednesday, just as we said. And I hope it isn't worse today, but they're projecting it. These strong storms include tornadoes, winds, and hail. Moved through parts of the central U.S. yesterday, killing at least 2 people in Oklahoma and causing injuries and destroying homes and leaving thousands of people without power. The National Weather Service began issuing tornado and severe thunderstorm warnings Wednesday evening, last night, in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Iowa, just like we showed you on that map yesterday. We called this one, unfortunately. CBS News weather producer David Parkinson said that the National Weather Service will confirm the exact number of tornadoes and their intensity sometime today. But right now, it looked like it was around a dozen tornadoes touched down in 3 states, Oklahoma, Iowa, and Kansas, which is exactly what we said. Wichita, Kansas City, and on up to Iowa. The one that was bad, though, we hit in Oklahoma City. We didn't know it was good. That's where it really was bad, and people died. Central Oklahoma saw multiple tornadoes, including one that raced through the communities of Cole and Shawnee Wednesday night over in Oklahoma City. Authorities said at least 2 people were killed in Cole, which was a small town in McLean County, 25 miles south of Oklahoma City. There were injuries ranging from cuts and bruises to some requiring hospitalization, although the numbers are not clear. Hundreds of people are out searching in the rubble. McLean County Sheriff Deputy told CBS Oklahoma City affiliate KWTV that based on the damage he was seeing in Cole and the area around it, it was reasonable to expect there'd be more fatalities. But the station noted that a 90-year-old grandmother made it through, even though the twister hit her home in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Here's a picture. It was snapped by one of the folks out there. This thing was a monster that was headed in their direction. Okay, and this all happened yesterday evening. Apparently, power lines are also torn down Trees have been toppled, homes have been smashed, other buildings have been badly damaged or destroyed. And the Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee and the airport were damaged before the tornado moved off and weakened. The school has canceled classes today and tomorrow. At the peak of the severe weather, more than 23,000 customers are without electricity throughout Oklahoma. According to the power outage, the number is still about 20,000 as we speak in Oklahoma. So here's the thing. Let's take another look at the weather and what we're expecting today, which could be worse. This multi-severe weather threat. And it's, you know, when you start to think about these things, you start thinking about these tornadoes, and you know how dangerous they are. I think I have a map here, and I'd like to see if I do. I thought I had one, so give me 1 second to show you. Yeah, here's what we're expecting, I think, today. Yeah, I think so. We'll see if it gives it to me right. It's not that good. Okay, but as you can see, we're gonna head towards Chicago today. But really the problems are gonna be more. That's not a good picture. So give me a second here. It's just not. I'll show you one in just a second, so you can see it. The threat of several storms spread east from parts of Texas into lower and mid Mississippi Valley this afternoon is what they're expecting, and tonight. So additional tornadoes, large hail, damaging wind gusts, dangerous lightning will be possible as the cold front charges across the region. They're expecting today, Texas and the Mississippi Valley. Okay. The storms will be focused further southeast, also over Arkansas and Texas, as a charging cold front races east. This appears to be the greatest threat of all 3 days is today. A supercell thunderstorms are likely. This would have the greatest potential for large hail in excess of golf-size hail balls, 70-mile-an-hour straight-line winds, as well as a tremendous tornado potential. Following over a dozen reports of tornadoes from yesterday in Oklahoma and Iowa and Kansas, the threat today is even worse. And I'm going to show you what we're concerned about is this right here. Here's today's threat. So you can see it starts way down as low as Houston even, Dallas, right up through the East Texas. And there you see northern Louisiana. Little Rock is almost dead center. So is Poplar Bluff, Missouri, on up through St. Louis, all the way up to Chicago. So that entire alley there, anything and everything could happen in that alley. It's a very powerful low pressure system that causes this, and it's been hanging over our heads all week. And so the thunderstorms will likely start as independent storms before gathering steam and starting to form into this tornadic activity. There will be large hail, there will be lightning, there will be wind gusts of up to 70 miles an hour, and then the tornadoes will start to form. That is the concern that we're expecting today. So I'm giving everybody a heads up and asking everybody to pray, because it could really be ugly today. And it doesn't. It's we knew it. We know what kind of condition that we're in. We know what the system is like, but we also know that this is all in the hands of God. Remember, the Lord is in full control. The Lord is in control, and we thank God for that as these tornadoes and this activity continues to be a threat. And you never know. You take a look at these, you can pretty well see the area, but that's such a wide area. I was thinking about these storm chasers. They get out there and they look at these things, and then they try to decide where in the world they're going to to go to try to be closest to a tornado. And they send out 4 and 5 and 8 or 10, and there's probably as many as 20, 25, and they span out over these areas, and they study their Doppler radars, and they try to find everywhere they can to find out where these things are going to be. They're unpredictable, though. I mean, you can kind of well predict about the area, and you pretty well know that the atmosphere and the situation is ready, but it's still in the hand of God. I love to say that, and I've seen so many miracles, even when storms were coming straight at people. And then it's like God would just lift a tornado up over top of a house and then drop it down somewhere else. And the Bible does tell us it rains on the just and the unjust. So, you know, we all have to be prayed up and ready, is what I'm saying. It's very difficult to just say, well, here's what's going to happen, and here's why it's going to happen. I think it's better to just realize that, look, we're living in the last days, we're living in the end times, and we need to get as many people to Christ as we can. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So I'm going to be, there's some more things going on I want to talk about, but I'll be back in just a moment on the coming apocalypse. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake me, Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. The wind will blow, the rain can pour, the deluge break, the tempest roars. But in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Are you serious? Coming apocalypse. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. You just don't know what's going to happen next. The Bible says it can get worse and worse. Are you saved? Are you ready? Someday when time no more shall be, well, I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Are you serious? I'm telling you right now, that's what the Bible says in Psalms 91. I'm going to read it for you just to encourage you, because in these times, in these situations where we don't know what's going to happen next, it's good to know that we have promises in the word of the Lord, even in the midst of the storm. The Bible tells us in Psalms 91, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilences that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And thou shalt tread upon the lion, and the adder, and the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him, and with long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Psalms 91. That's the guaranteed promise that we all have in the Lord. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. And of course, tonight, do not forget, it's Thursday night. It's Thursday night live, prime time live with Mike from around the world. Yes, it's going to be one of those kind of nights tonight. We're going to find out why, how close. We got to go back and revisit Planet X a minute, because Gil Brazard said this was going to be bearing down. Mike from the world said there'll be way more meteorites. Do you realize that we've had, and I'm going to take a look at it right now, we had a solar eclipse this also today that was unbelievable. An incredible solar eclipse that took place. We didn't see it here in America, but it was unbelievable, very rare one. But we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and tonight will be 6 asteroids in the last week, from April 14th till today, April 20th, 6 asteroids that scrape past the Earth, less than the distance to the moon, in a 1-week period. We've never seen anything like that. The sun is also very volatile. We've had a solar eclipse. We're having multiple tornadoes. There is large hail. There are all kinds of apocalyptic signs that are going on. And so we'll be talking to Mike around the world tonight about all these things and more. So don't miss it at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back, guys, with more right here this afternoon. Right here, actually, probably the next half hour or so. I'll be right back with more on this channel. Coming. Apocalypse. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ before it's too late.